y'all, this is Amanda with She's a Meta Gardener, and today I'm here with my sister Elisa from the Scrappy Wife on YouTube. That's her YouTube channel, and we're here at Lucketts in Virginia. It's really the name of the town, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and today we are going to be thrifting, looking for vintage finds and antique finds, and I cannot wait to show you guys what all I find. As a reminder, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you will know when my latest videos are up. Okay, you guys, Lucketts is a small town in Virginia that has multiple places to stop for vintage and antique finds stores. The most common one, or the most popular one, is called the general store, and that's the area that we are in right now. Lots of outdoor vendors, beautiful unique structures to kind of hang out and have lunch at, take photos in, which is super fun. Look at that cute little RV over there. I just love it. Also several fun kind of unique finds. I mean, pretty much anything and everything you can think of that's vintage or antique, you're going to be able to find here. I had a really good time shopping with my sister and her friend, whose name is also Amanda, and we were all shopping for different things. My sister specializes in paper crafts, Bible journaling, art journaling, that type of thing, and on her YouTube channel. So she was looking for vintage postcards, anything that she could kind of utilize within those journals. I, of course, was looking for garden designs, anything that I could work with in my home. I also had to remember that I was going to be driving back to from Virginia to Texas, and so it had to fit within my minivan, along with my 3 children, my husband, and my mother-in-law. So I definitely was limited on the amount of space, but I still managed to find some amazing goodies along the way. One of my biggest tips when shopping an area like this, which is large, I mean, this is large, jam-packed, tons of things, is I do like to kind of scan. If any particular item catches my eye, I'll walk in and check out that item. If I'm willing to walk in and check out that item, I'm willing to spend another 5 minutes in that booth looking around, making sure there's anything that I might be interested in. If I see something that I'm interested in, I'm pretty much going to pick it up. If I love it, it's going to come home with me. I am not one to be like, oh, I'll come back and look at that later, because I'm never going to make it back. Never going to make it back, you guys. This particular area was probably my favorite. It's an outdoor area, all one particular vendor, all focused on gardening design. So trays of beautiful terracotta pots, lots of different wrought iron structures, plant stands, shelves, hand-painted pottery, so many unique ideas. I love this bench that has just sedum just spilling off its seat. Absolutely gorgeous. And I kind of obsessed over this whole structure displaying these plants. I would love something like that in my garden. And then, of course, I was obsessed with all the lush plants and how natural and just relaxed and organic everything looked throughout the entire booth. I pretty much could have spent a couple of hours in that particular booth, and this was a large span of space, and still not found everything and still not seen all of the elements. But this particular vendor is just so incredibly eclectic, creative, original, just so unique. Check out this super cute bug, and this lists the person's name at Garden Gatherings, so you can certainly follow them on Facebook or Instagram. Once again, that's at Garden Gatherings, and see what all she has. She even hosts workshops where she shows you how to plant up succulents. You can do kind of plant activities together as a family, which is wonderful. Check out this wall of greenery. It reminds me of my vertical garden. But I just loved her structures, loved how just whimsical she was about utilizing different things like this window garden, greenhouse, all that type of stuff. Now, we finally made it indoors to the actual general store, and this is where things get a little bit more fancy. Lots of beautiful antiques, lots of design ideas. and lots of different things to inspire you. I was on the hunt for containers that I can arrange flowers in, any kind of vintage or antique pots or containers for my plants, and then of course anything I thought looked cool for the house. But check out some of this awesome stuff. I actually like the upstairs of the general store more than I like the bottom level at the general store, just because I feel like it was kind of a little bit more random and eclectic and lots of way more interesting items, less like it's more casual on design, which that's my house, so that makes absolute sense. I love this particular giant screen, like an old window with the screen on it. I was like, oh, that would be so beautiful in my garden, but it won't fit. Now, here is a series of 3 other stores that are down the lane from it. They are definitely on a smaller scale, but they have no lack of ideas. I was obsessed with these kind of hornet wasp nests that had aged, and then they were utilizing them under glass cloche for decor, which I thought was super cool. Upstairs had no AC, so we were dying, but it was still very cool to kind of dig through this. This is where my sister really discovered a lot of items for her YouTube channel. I found several things that I loved for my house and my home. I didn't come home with everything, but I definitely came with a few, and don't worry, I will be showing you guys that soon. I loved this chair. It has 2 baskets attached to it, like woven onto the chair. How fabulous would that be as a pot, like a container for plants just spilling out? Absolutely beautiful. Outside, they had some really cool stuff like this vintage plant shelf, which I thought was just wonderful, and several different things that you can literally just dig through. Love this particular little barn shed thing right here. I ended up walking out with a couple of things out of this particular area. You can see my sister Elisa and her friend Amanda over there, but pretty much I wanted it all. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted it all, but there's no way I could fit it all, so definitely had to be selective on what I was choosing. Going into this particular store, this one was definitely like really design oriented. This particular one, I think rusted feather rust. But when you went in, it had lots of fabulous ideas that you could go ahead and like purchase what was already done, like come up with that idea, or you can go look at the idea and then go find the items that you want for yourself. They definitely had weird, quirky things like these baby heads that they had actually put plants in, which I thought was just silly hilarious, like just really, really fun. And then just lots of interesting like ways to repurpose, you know, different industrial or architectural pieces, which I thought was pretty cool. Now, what I was really obsessed with was this ceramic artist right here. She had lots of different houses and structures that are definitely like the fairy garden look, which I just love. And for those who don't know, I am a ceramic artist, so seeing other ceramic art like this just made my heart so happy. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour of Lucketts, Virginia. I have a video coming out soon showing all the items that I purchased. As always, she's a mad gardener or decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.